Okay, so here in the UK, we kind of getting used to things like U-turns, and I've had to do a massive Liz Truss style U-turn on this fragrance. What are we talking about? We're talking about this one. Opulent Musk by Lattafa. First of all though, a massive warm welcome to a John Legg fragrance review. If you've been here before, you know how crazy I am, you know how big my collection of fragrances is, and you know I'm here to literally share these fragrances with you and try and inspire you to wear a good one each and every day. Right, okay. This fragrance cost me, I think it was £16, eBay, 100ml, eau de parfum, British money. Okay. Okay. This this fragrance is seriously a nostril dilemma. Especially if you're familiar with this one. Ana Abiyedh by Lattafa again. It's the Rouge, red cap. Okay, now this one is a gorgeous take on Baccarat Rouge 540. This sort of steers more towards the perfume extract version of the 540 in a way. It's got that heavy sort of fruity note over the top, but you've got your saffron, you've got your vanilla, you've got your jasmine, you've got your amber, and it's, oh man, this is a gorgeous take on Baccarat Rouge 540. The nostril dilemma is this one, Opulent Musk. There is a very sharp, piercing, screechy, shouty, almost annoying, frustrating, sharp note over the top of this one. Because this one is essentially what this one is underneath that sharp, screechy, musky kind of note. And you know what? I've had this one in my collection for a long time. I've worn it lots and I've desperately tried to get to understand this fragrance. And for a mighty long time, I was like, I just don't get it. All right, let's quickly talk about the performance because this is above average Lattafa. This is a 6-hour fragrance, okay? It sets up a nice scent bubble. You smell it for at least 6 hours. It does gently project off you. It's not going to kill people around you. It's not going to interrupt radio waves and that sort of thing. It's not that kind of fragrance. But it is quite a good projection off you, and it's a decent scent bubble for at least 6 hours. Its performance is solid. But, all right. For a long time, I've worn it, and I've desperately tried to understand it. You know, in fact, I've desperately tried to overcome my frustration with this one, because what happens is you smell the Ana Abiyedh Rouge, but it's kind of got this annoying, sweet, musky note over the top, and it stops you completely smelling it. All right, and what happens is, for about 90% of the time, you get the Ana Abiyedh and you go, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. And then this screechy, loud, sharp musk interrupts your smelling it. Let me tell you what happened. I went round to one of my neighbours. Great guy, Nathan. All right, now I sprayed it for him, and he's familiar with the Ana Abiyedh Rouge because he's bought that for his wife. So he's very familiar with that scent. So I sprayed it and he went like this. He went, and I went, what do you reckon, Nathan? He went, yeah. And right, I carried on the whole conversation, another 5 or 10 minutes of conversation, and Nathan was like this. He was, every now and then he'd say, yeah, Right, he was like me, and everyone will go through the same thing. If you're familiar with the Ana Abiyedh Rouge, you're desperately trying to pull that out of this fragrance. You're going, oh yeah, I've got it, and oh no, there's a funny note over the top. Right. It is an absolute nostril conundrum, and I spent months and months being so frustrated and so angry with this fragrance that it wouldn't just reveal this until I realised, wait a minute, Leggy, if I was going to say, oh, it's just that, I'd be saying to you, It's the same fragrance. It's a copy of each other sort of thing. So I've come full U-turn, and I have a respect for this fragrance because it takes you on a journey where for 6 hours you're desperately trying to get the Ana Abiyedh, but it keeps you from completely smelling it with that annoying, piercingly sweet musk note over the top. It's clever what they've done with this, and I now have a respect for it. Before I was really frustrated, and it kept going back on the shelf, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it again some other time. But I now understand it had to be different from this one, because I'd be saying it's the same, it's no good, it's whatever. But this is a kind of a very weird, nostril intriguing version of this. Okay, so performance is good, smell is intriguing, it keeps you trying to pick out the Ana Abiyedh. All right, if I was in a shop and I was faced with a choice between these two and I could only afford one, I would actually stick with the original Ana Abiyedh Rouge. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, it sails very close to Baccarat Rouge 540 perfume extract. That has solid performance, that gets compliments, that is a nice, fairly easy wear unisex fragrance. Okay, is this one unisex? I'm going to say yes, because it's just kind of like it pitches right in the middle, because you've got the Ana Abiyedh Rouge, you've got this piercingly sweet, almost weird sweetness over the top. And the only reason why I would choose this one, the original Ana Abiyedh Rouge, over the Opulent Musk is because I still, although I kind of understand it and I realise it's intriguing me, I still think that the kind of slightly weird sweet musk note over the top of this one isn't completely with this fragrance. Okay, there's kind of two parts to this fragrance. There's that screechy, loud, sweet, piercing note, and then from there on downwards, it's exactly the same as that. Okay, so is it worth the money? Man, that is a really, really awkward question to ask me. Is it worth the £16? Okay, if you want a strong performer and if you want something that will intrigue you for at least 6 hours, then go for this one. But you know what? All right, I'm going to be honest with you and say, if you've got that one and you're happy with that one and all it does, then maybe stick with the Ana Abiyedh Rouge. I've been perfectly honest with you. I haven't, I'm not here to sell you anything, obviously, but I haven't sort of said, oh, you've got to go out and get this one because it's so much more amazing. It's kind of weirdly different to this one. Okay. I think, well, no, I hope I've explained that the best I can. Forgive me, I'm not a professional reviewer, and I don't have a script, I don't have an idea what I'm going to say on a review. It's just seriously my experience that I'm trying to share with you. So I get to this point and I think, have I told them everything? Right, okay. You can always drop me a comment, and my guarantee to you is within a couple of days I'll have found the answer for you, I'll have come back to you, and I will hopefully have been able to answer your questions. If you're tempted to do a thumbs up, go on. It's down there somewhere, a little picture of a thumb, and it goes when you do it. I'd appreciate that. And I really would appreciate you to come back for the next review, because there's loads more to review. In the meantime, please stay safe. And please, I insist that you spray a good fragrance every single day, all day, every day. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.